Hey there. Welcome to the Lunchroom Laughs podcast, where we laugh at bitches. So lay back, grab a snack and a drink, you fat ass, and enjoy. Today's story is called Diary of a Fatty Kid. The candy countdown begins. One Halloween night, Fatty J, the chubbiest kid on Maple Street, was jiggling with excitement. "Mother, I am going out for Halloween," he said. "Better not steal that toddler's chocolates again, fat ass," his mother replied. It was very obvious from the beginning that Fatty's mother could not give less of a shit about him. Suiting up for sugar. It was 7 p.m., time for Fatty J to strike. Unfortunately, Fatty J only thinks about the candy and completely forgets he has to wear a costume. This guy, bro. Frantic, Fatty J runs around the house looking for something to wear. It goes like stomp, stomp, jiggle, jiggle, stomp, growl. He ran from the terrace till the basement, losing at least 1% of his body mass. Suddenly, he runs into his mother. "A sugar rush this early?" she asks. "No, mother," panting. "I need a costume," panting heavily. "Bloody useless," she responds disappointedly. "Follow me." Fatty J followed his mother out the back of the house. "Here, put this on," she says. "But mother, this is a garbage bag." His mother walks away. "Well, better than nothing," he says as he wears his garbage bag. The Sugar Showdown. Fatty J sprints out the house at full speed. His full speed, candy bag in hand, and a smile on his face. Fatty J charged down the street like a sugar-fueled freight train, swinging his candy bag with reckless abandon, hitting a 5-year-old kid in the head. He died later on. But Fatty J only cares about one thing, and one thing only: food. No time to stop and help a child up who you threw down by hitting them with an empty candy bag. Fatty J had his own theorem. The quantity of candy amassed is inversely proportional to the duration spent at any single residence, i.e., less time per house, more houses he can visit. More houses he can visit, more candy he can get. The first victim. Fatty J ran somehow to a house without a line of people waiting for candy. This was part of his plan. However, there was a reason there wasn't a line. The homeowner was giving away apples and toothbrushes. As soon as Fatty J saw the homeowner handing him this, he got mad. "Your mum, bitch." He stormed off, grabbing the flamboyant pink hat and scarf from a gay scarecrow decoration in the front yard. He was so mad that he hadn't noticed himself walking into another kid. "Watch it, Tubby," said a tall and strong kid dressed as a vampire. Fatty J had no problem picking on smaller people, but someone his own size? Hell no. Fatty J threw his flamboyant hat at the vampire before darting away, stealing some 4-year-old kid's chocolates on the way. The spooky phone call. Fatty J has a new plan. Find the house with the biggest line, cut the line to the front, take the candy, rinse and repeat. Fatty J knew exactly where the house with the biggest line was. He was an expert at Halloween, obviously, but while he was heading there, his father calls him.
"Your phone ringing! Your phone ringing! Big boy, come pick up your phone!"
Fatty J picks up the call. "When you going to become doctor?" "Daddy, I told you already, I want to pursue the arts and become a dancer," says Fatty J. "I tell your mother." And he ends the call. Fatty J thinks nothing of it and continues his walk. But then his mother calls. "Dancer? You want to become a dancer? Have you ever looked in the mirror?" "Mom, stop being mean. You've never even seen me dance." "I just imagined you dancing, and I feel like hanging myself." "Wow, you are my mother. You and Daddy need to be supportive of me, care about me. You don't do any of that. You do none of that, at least become an engineer. So patience, don't have to look at your ass. Ends call. The second victim. Fatty J reaches the house with the biggest line and the best candy. He pushes aside all the kids in line and goes to the front. Trick or treat, he shamelessly says. I saw you cutting in line, young man, scram. Fatty J, feeling defeated, walks away sadly, stealing other people's chocolates on the way. He sadly walks into another kid bigger than him. Watch where you're going, girly. Girly? Why are you wearing a flamboyant pink scarf? Fatty J forgot to take off the flamboyant pink scarf. What's your problem, huh? My problem? The kid walks towards Fatty J, enough to make him shit his pants and run away, forgetting to take off the scarf once again. A candy catastrophe. Fatty J looks at the time. It's almost 9. If he doesn't come home before 9, his mother will forget about Fatty J and lock the house. It's happened before. Fatty J thinks he has enough candy for today, he stole them all, and decides to head home. But suddenly, this guy trips on air and falls face first on the perfectly flat sidewalk, spilling all his candy, which he stole. Kids gather round and pick up the candy like Fatty J is a piñata. Disappointed, Fatty J decides to quickly go to a house and at least get something. The third victim. Fatty J pulls up to the nearest house. He walks up the front yard and into the wooden porch. Ring, 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 ring. The homeowner opens the door. Trick or treat. Sorry, I ran out of candy. Your father. Ben show. Look, kid, I don't know what to tell you. Also, what are you supposed to be? A garbage bag with a flamboyant pink scarf? Shut up your mouth. I know you must have something in there. Look, kid, I can't stand here all day arguing with a low-life dude like you. Well, I can. Unfortunately, the floor couldn't. Fatty J fell through the wooden floor, almost broke a hip. This is outrageous. You'll be speaking to my lawyer, he says as he waddles away. Feeling defeated, he sadly walks home, but not before sadly walking into another kid dressed as a handsome prince. Watch where you're going, fatty. Oh, get lost. What was that, bro? You want to fight or something? The kid walks towards Fatty J, enough to make him piss his pants. No need. I think there is a need, my guy. Fatty J hands the kid his phone number. Mother's phone number, house address, Aadhaar card number, credit card details, and what company his microwave is before running off. The conclusion? Fatty J returns home, but it's too late. His mother forgot about him and locked the door. Fatty J tries to get his mother's attention. He successfully gets her attention, but she doesn't care. Fatty J, feeling depressed, sits on the steps, sadly. Finally, his mother opens the door. You already ate all your candy? No dinner for you? Why are you wearing a flamboyant scarf? But then, the kid dressed as a handsome prince appears. I'm here for Fatty J. Fatty J gulps, but then his mother had a weird thought. Flamboyant pink scarf. Wants to pursue the arts. A boy comes and asks for him. His mother turns to Fatty J and says, "Oh my God, you're gay." And that was Diary of a Fatty Kid, made by someone whose name we can't disclose or we will get in trouble with our school. If you have any problems with our stories, feel free to email us at lunchroomlyrics@gmail.com and we will promptly archive it. If you like this episode or our channel as a whole, definitely email us with your positive responses. We have an unpaid intern who checks our email every 5 minutes. Thank you and see you soon, hopefully.